Suspicious stray roams around college campus to serve one weird purpose. When parents send their kids off to college, they usually give them a few pointers on how to stay safe. Don't walk home alone at night. Watch your drink at all times. Don't go diving off the roof of your dorm to celebrate the end of midterms. This is all pretty sound advice, but do any of these parents bother bringing up the threat of stray animals running loose on campus? At one California university, students are constantly on high alert for one particular stray that's called their campus home longer than they have. It might seem odd for an animal to settle down in a place filled with people, but at the sight of this furry resident, you'll understand why so many have tried to seek him out. Nestled along the California coast, UC Santa Barbara is one of the few universities to actually have a curriculum to match its beautiful campus. Considered one of America's public Ivy universities, UCSB is regularly ranked among the top public colleges in the world. Additionally, the Santa Barbara area has some of the most diverse collection of wildlife in the state. Big cats, great birds, and even sea lions call the area home, some of which can even be found in the area surrounding UCSB. But despite its beachfront views, academic pedigree, and local wildlife, there's one main reason that the UCSB campus is constantly buzzing with activity. And that reason's name is Big Boi. For 15 years, this orange-black cat has called UCSB home, though his origin remains a mystery. He simply just showed up outside the campus biology labs back in 2005, perhaps left behind by a staff member who could no longer keep him. Regardless, Big Boi has become a celebrity among those at UCSB, his courtyard home drawing dozens of visitors each day. Katie Title, an animal lover and academic advisor for the school's College of Engineering, is one such visitor, though her relationship with the cat goes beyond mere admiration. After first visiting Big Boi on her lunch breaks, Title opted to become his official caregiver when a group of concerned students brought the famous feline to a local vet. As he wasn't deemed a stray, Title volunteered to watch after him so he could remain on the UCSB campus. But caring for Big Boi isn't a one-person job. The adorable cat has a whole team of volunteers dedicated to his well-being. A feeding log posted in the courtyard ensures that Big Boi always has a full belly, and when his nails get too long, someone's always there to clip them. In fact, there are those that keep an eye on Big Boi even during the holidays. Title once returned to campus on Thanksgiving to make sure he was fed for the long weekend, only to find him stocked with food and still getting regular visitors. Strangely enough, Title has no idea who these volunteers are or how many of them are out there. All she knows is that whenever she's worried about Big Boi, she can always find him with a fresh bag of food and a smile on his face. Yet caring for this beloved feline takes more than just a bowl of cat chow and a pair of nail clippers. Big Boi also requires regular visits to the vet, and his routine teeth cleanings, which require anesthesia, can get pricey. Title has been generous enough to pay for most of Big Boi's procedures out of pocket, though she did start a GoFundMe page to collect donations for his care. Fortunately, fans of the lovable cat have been more than willing to help out to keep Big Boi in tip-top shape. When the rainy season comes around, Big Boi's care falls into the hands of groundskeeper Carl Anderson, a UCSB employee for 25 years. Anderson sets up a homemade wooden shelter for Big Boi each winter and makes sure it's stocked with straw to keep the cold at bay. According to Anderson, there was a time at UCSB when 5 or 6 strays lived on campus, though they were all spayed and neutered shortly after being found. He believes Big Boi and a fellow campus stray named Solo are the last of these cats, making their care a top priority. But looking after Big Boi and Solo is almost like caring for family, which is why Anderson has stuck around all this time despite being eligible for retirement. Interestingly enough, they keep me here, Anderson said. The cats have been my compass. Like with Anderson, Big Boi also serves to bring comfort to many of the UCSB students. Those homesick for their own pets will often visit his courtyard with a handful of treats, guaranteeing a whole lot of affection from this fluffy little guy. In a similar way, students also use Big Boi as a therapy animal, visiting him when the stress of higher education is just a little too much. Some visitors even leave notes behind, with one such message reading, "Thanks for the much-needed kitty therapy. Finals suck." But while Big Boi has been a regular sight at UCSB for over a decade, Title and the cat's other caregivers acknowledge that he won't be around forever. Even now, the 16-year-old feline has started napping around his courtyard more than he used to. I hope that when it's time, he gets to retire from campus and live comfortably, Title said of the aging cat. But as long as he's moving around and eating, he's living a good life and has no reason not to be here. Until his retirement comes, however, Big Boi will continue to bring joy to all those at UCSB, and Title will be right there with him. I'm in it until he retires, or I retire, the caregiver said. He gave me a lot of lunchtime companionship, and this is my way to pay him back.